What's going on, guys? It's your boy Thomas here, and I'm bringing back another YouTube video, and today is going to be a little bit of just a vlog of me discussing what and why the RPM Act needs to happen. If you guys aren't sure what the RPM Act is, basically the entire United States is more or less just trying to turn into a big, gigantic California. If you aren't sure what's happening in California, well, then you're a little bit behind times. But they're trying to make everything and anything electric, any aftermarket parts, body shops, engine swaps, all illegal, and they're basically trying to take away the car enthusiast life, which I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're a car enthusiast, and I'm proud of you for that. But before we hop into the video, be sure to click the subscribe button with the little notification bell rung so that you get notified whenever I post a YouTube video or I go live here on YouTube and I stream some gaming. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. So what exactly is the RPM Act, and what is it actually trying to do? Basically, the EPA has the Clean Air Act, which is basically just trying to keep all of the cars environmentally safe by making, everything electric, no tuners and stuff like that. But here's a little snippet from the SEMA page that they posted. It's saying that the street vehicles, cars, trucks, and motorcycles can't be converted into race cars according to the EPA. And the EPA has announced that enforcement against high-performance parts, including superchargers, tuners, and exhaust systems, is a top priority, which I think is a little bit bonkers that the EPA is just trying to take away fun. So literally, the only way that you'd even be able to modify your car is if it's for an actual track car. It can never once touch the street, and if it does, you'll be thrown in handcuffs and be put in jail, fined a whole bunch. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous that this is what we have come to in life. And I know I made a joke about how they're trying to turn the United States into California, but basically if you actually look at it, that's what they're doing. In California, they stopped a whole bunch of body shops from doing body work, like custom wide body kits and stuff like that, as well as, engine swaps, which is absolutely ridiculous because it's your money and you're kind of a build that where you have your freedom. Like my personality is into my car where I'm sure enough that even your guys' personality even portrays your car. The RPM Act reverses the EPA's interpretation that the Clean Air Act does not allow a motor vehicle designed for street use, including a car, truck, or motorcycle, to be converted into a dedicated race car, as I said in the beginning of the video. Which means you want to modify your car, you want to put an exhaust on it, you want to put an intake on it, you want to throw a supercharger on it or anything like that. Maybe, you want to go wide. Yeah, no, you can't do that according to the Clean Air Act because apparently that's terrible for the environment. But realistically, if you take a look at a lot of the people's cars, no one's actually always 100% building their cars to go super fast, to kill the environment. They're building them for them because it's something that they enjoy. It's a passion for them. That's what cars are in some people's minds, like my own. Probably yours if you're watching this. But overall, it's just kind of taking away someone's passion, hobby, job, and stuff like that straight out from under their feet and ruining people's futures. And the day that every car becomes electric, there's going to be no mechanics there to work on the car really, besides, changing axles. There's never going to be a need for an oil change. And of course, shops like IAG, Haltech, and stuff like that, Real Street, are all going to be put out of business just because of this stupid act. And it's crazy to think because no other country is doing this. Only the United States is, which is absolutely because the United States government just wants to control what we can do for a hobby and passion. Like, I put my money into my car. You're not taking my car away. Just like, for example, my car rolls coal because it's a diesel. Diesels do that sometimes when, the fuel to air ratio just isn't, balanced, I should say. Sorry, I accidentally smacked the mic. But just because my car is rolling a little bit of coal doesn't actually mean that it's absolutely horrible for the environment. It's not worse or better than just a regular gas car, maybe running a little rich, maybe running a little lean, or even just running perfectly fine completely altogether. There's really no difference. My car still performs and, is actually decently well for the environment as well as, a gas car or even electric car. Even though it does take more of a, hit on the environment for an electric car to make those batteries because, they're not exactly easy to make. But hey, it is what it is, and I think it's just dumb. But once again, I'm about to read something from the SEMA page that, this is all posted on. Converting street vehicles into dedicated race vehicles is an American tradition dating back decades and has negligible environment impact. Which is very true. It does, racing does have a pretty big effect on the environment because you're burning all that fuel and all the fumes from it, but like it's not the worst thing in the world though. There's 10 times worse things, I promise you. But California is known for having the strictest emission laws. As I stated before, they're literally the worst. The state exempts racing vehicles from regulation. But also, tampering with emission systems of a motor vehicle used on public roads is a clear violation of the Clean Air Act. And basically, overall, what the RPM Act is actually truthfully just trying to withhold is keeping that racing, the car community and everything like that still alive and pushing, because they don't want to take away from our passion and our thriving, ways of changing our cars to our passion or personalities, I should say. And the Clean Air Act, which was, first found in 1990, I think that's when it actually first came out. It's really going to hurt everything in America. Jobs, communities, passions, kids' will to live. I'm kidding about that one. Actually, no, not really, but you know what I mean. I just think it's an awful thing that the EPA is just trying to withhold everything. But that's just my little thoughts on this whole, ordeal. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my older videos before. And if you guys, like what you see, be sure to subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe if you guys do not like what you see. And be sure to click the notification bell if you guys want to get notified whenever I go live or post another YouTube video. And with that being said, y'all, I hope you guys have a beautiful night, a wonderful day tomorrow. And as always, deuces.